Grand Rising. Blessings, everyone. Okay, some of you watch these only once they've uploaded. So I've decided to do our channel healing activation session, live session today on a Wednesday and not a Thursday because my schedule changed for clients. Clients needed to postpone. So I'm going to be busy tomorrow and I've got some free time now. So these channeled healing activations are a method of healing where my guides take us on a journey, showing me exactly where your symptoms are rooted. Sometimes it's in past lives, sometimes it's ancestral and it's been passed down. Sometimes it's childhood or relationship, an event that's happened and you still carry that around and your symptoms are communicating the emotional and energetic blockages, and then we clear it out together. Okay, so it's energy healing, but I do it with the method of channeling. Hi, Lilith. How are you? How are you doing this week, dear? So, okay. So I'm gonna start. I'm gonna open up this session this week with a message from Spirit, an oracle message, and then we'll give everybody an opportunity to tune in. I'm glad you're good. Yeah, I'm good. Thank you. I'm good. I've been taking it easy last week with all of those portals and the eclipse and all of the energy that came through. It was a lot for me, for my body. It physically manifested an ear infection, like an ear thing. So I had a lot of pressure on the side of my head, and I was just taking it easy, taking care of myself. So, but all good. Good to see you here. Yeah, no, it is good. It's good. So let's open up the space with a message from Spirit. I'm going to get an oracle card message from my Blue Messiah reading deck, transformational cards for the soul. Let's see what Spirit wants to say to us, and that'll just help us tune into the energies and prepare ourselves energetically for the collective healing. Rainbow body. This is the message. Look at that beautiful card. Take a moment and just focus on this card and what it activates in your body, what it makes you think of. It's got the number 23, which is reduced to 5, so it's about change. The number 5 is about change and transformation. Let's get the message. Self-love. No, rainbow body. 23. Ankush. Hi. Rainbow body. By allowing the colors of your soul to shine, you open doors to transformation and transcendence. The rainbow body plays a big role in the evolution of human consciousness. So this already brings to mind for me all the chakras, the colors of the rainbow and the frequency that each and every one of those colors offers us as a healing, as support, for activation, and also the colors in our environment and how they support us in our healing, how we are receiving support from our environment without us even realizing. It is humanity's highest ideal to achieve this light body state. So at the moment, I've been talking about this a lot on my TikTok, like when I go live there and I do readings there. and in my content that the earth, the planet is going through a restructuring. That's why we see so much chaos. And that those of us who have deliberately made the choice through our awakening to elevate our consciousness, to move into a new world, to want to contribute to a new world and the new world, that our crystalline bodies are being activated. So there are a lot of symptoms that we're experiencing right now in our body because it is being activated as Christ consciousness is being activated within the body as well. So a lot of the symptoms, and the higher that your frequency, the more capacity, the higher level of frequency your body needs to process, the more upgrades you need to be able to cope with those frequencies, with that energy. So the body is going through a lot of restructuring as well, and many, many upgrades to be able to hold that light. And think about how we're being challenged with all of the chaos and the density on this planet right now. We're being challenged to still hold that higher level of consciousness and to not be pulled into the programming and the drama and the chaos. To respect other people's free will while holding a solid, secure position. To not be pulled into fear and a sense of powerlessness. It is only through the vibrational expression of the rainbow body that you can enter the doorway of a new world of light. So you must have balance. That speaks of balance. The diversity on our planet offers us the perfect environment for us to explore contrast and create balance. So the more open and the more appreciative someone is of diversity, the more capacity they have for light energy in their body, for that Christ consciousness. The more rigid, opposed, and resistant someone is to diversity, the more lower vibrational energy they hold in their body. So the rainbow body is about balance. It's about bringing all of your energy centers into balance. It's about balanced alignment, about alignment that comes as a result of balance. It's about balanced frequency and vibration, not having contradictory thoughts like, I believe I'm a good person, but some of my beliefs actually are contradictory to that. Or my beliefs are good, but my actions are contradictory to it. So there is a level of balance and and alignment. To achieve the rainbow body is to transcend your conscious limitations. These may be found in the energy centers within the chakras. Each energy center holds valuable lessons such as self-worth, trust, courage, and forgiveness. When these lessons are understood and embraced, you are able to move through the rite of passage, otherwise known as transitioning. Maintaining a constant frequency of unconditional love and compassion is key to activating your rainbow body. And this is why I say do not allow your energy to be hijacked or harvested by a lot of the agenda that media pushes. Like, we've got to get out into the world as well and interact with people. We've got a lot of radicalism taking place in our youth because they spend too much time online. Their entire concept of reality is based on what's being fed to them, not on real human being contact and interaction. So you think you know people based on what you've seen online. You don't know people until you've spent time with them, until you've broken bread with them, until you've done life with them. You've seen how they handle adversity, stress, turmoil. You know what I mean? So the challenge is, can you look at things and not be triggered into fear and powerlessness and hatred? Maintaining a constant frequency of unconditional love and compassion is key to activating your rainbow body. You can also elevate the vibrational radiance of your light body by eating natural, energizing foods that reflect the colors of the rainbow. So, in my color therapy course, I teach about that, right? Color therapy is available to you every day, all day, with your diet, with your clothing, with your accessories. You are using color all the time. You can use color, and every color has a different frequency that complements and supports a particular energy center in your body. Those are your chakras. Your chakras are directly associated to certain relationships, relationships within your world, and areas of your development. Dance with the wind of change and energize your body with your breath, dear soul. Charge your light with the energy particles from the sun. Take steps to move away from all this that distracts you from this final quantum leap of consciousness. Already you have achieved so much so much on this journey, and your light is radiant. Spirit honors your determination, courage, and willingness to grow. Remember that your willingness to be here contributes to the collective, and how you choose to show up contributes to the collective. And there's no good or bad, there is just what serves and does not. So you are incredibly special. And even as you navigate your own life and you are doing your own healing and your self-discovery, it contributes to us as a collective. So many of us have awoken on this planet. There are a lot of good things happening. We don't necessarily see that in the media. That is why you have to deliberately open yourself up to see it. Ramesh, hi. Okay, so if any of you are here to do a channeled healing with me, let me know in the comments if you'd like to get a channeled energy healing, um, because that is what the space is open for. If not, I will just do a general energy meditation, and we will leave it for those who come and watch later. Sudhir, you say yes. What would you like? Healing. Hi, Caroline. How are you? Um, what would you, what sort of, what are your symptoms? Okay, what would you like a healing around? Boipelo. Health and wealth. Okay, what is happening with your health? What are your symptoms? Thank you, Donna. I appreciate that. You feel heavy-headed, Donna. All right. So, okay. Oh, that's my, let me put that piece of paper over there. Let's start with Donna and her symptom, and then I'll check who's next after that. So we're just going to do a clearing for Donna. What I want to do with you this evening is I'm going to start your process by asking you, let's connect first, Donna. Just take a few nice deep breaths in through the nose, fill your lungs to capacity. 3 breaths will do, all right? But what I want you to do is, as usual, you make sure your feet are flat on the ground and you just breathe, focusing on your breath coming in through the nose, filling your lungs to capacity. Feel that breath inside of your body and then release. Just 3 breaths. And as you are breathing, I want you to feel your heart space open to me as you welcome me in. And you set an intention to be receptive of the healing that the universe is ready to offer you, to activate clearing of the energies that no longer serve. Last week we had the 999 portal, and before that we had the eclipse. So what that the blood moon. So what that did was it brought to the surface a lot of what we need to purge right now, what we need to release and let go of. And for you, my darling, there is so much debris in your processor, in the crown chakra, that you are needing to release. There's a lot of activity happening. So, what I want you to do, Donna, for me, is to keep focusing on your breath. Close your eyes, feel my energy connecting with you in the heart space, activating your spine. And then I want you to focus on the pressure in the head. And I want you to think about what emotion comes up for you when you focus on that pressure. What emotion does it make you think of? What emotion do you feel when you focus on that pressure in your head? And if you would be so kind, put it into the comment section for me, share it with me. Hmm. And if you could give me one emotional word for that, Donna, what would it be? Resistance? Um, One feeling word. How does it make you feel emotionally when you think of that pressure in your head? When you feel about how heavy, that heaviness in your head, what is the emotion that comes up for you? How does it make you feel? Fear. Okay. When you think about all the pressure in your head and all those thoughts going round and round in your head, and you feel the energy connecting to you coming up through your spine, I want you to answer that question to yourself again. What is the emotion that comes to mind? I want you to simply acknowledge it. Sadness. Now I'm going to ask you one more time. When you focus on the pressure in your head, what is the emotion that you feel? Mm-hmm. Allow yourself to focus on your breath, the energy coming up through the spine. And just stay there with me as we clear this energy for you. Just focus on your breath, filling your lungs, and feel the energy coming up through the spine. And you keep focusing on your breath in through the nose, holding that breath, and release until you feel a slight pop, as if a balloon is releasing air. And relief comes. All right. So we're going to clear the resistance. All of the resistant thinking, all of the resistant thoughts, clearing that. Okay, I want you to take 5 breaths for me. I'm going to count you through 5 breaths. In through the nose, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold that breath. 1, 2, 3, 4. And out, releasing fear. All those fear-based thoughts. 1, 2, 3, 4. They no longer serve. In through the nose. 1, 2, 3, 4. Holding that breath. 1, 2, 3, 4. And with your exhale, releasing old narratives about fear. You don't need it anymore. It doesn't keep you safe. It's an illusion. Nice deep breath in through the nose. 1, 2, 3, 4. Your spine is really hot right now. You will feel that, the heat at the back. Holding that breath. 1, 2, 3, 4. And with your out breath, a strong exhale, releasing sadness. Thoughts about sadness, thoughts related to sadness, all of that narrative, releasing it. In through the nose, 1, 2, 3, 4. Holding that breath, 1, 2, 3, 4. And out. And with your final breath, in through the nose, your shoulders have dropped. Holding that breath and release. Scan the body. How do you feel, Donna? How do you feel right now? So, with all the purging, we were offered opportunities with the 9-9 portal, the eclipse, the blood moon, and we've got the 8-8 portal coming up. The 8-8 portal is about abundance. So, we were given an opportunity to release, to purge a lot of the fear based narrative. Oh, beautiful. You feel your head and I love it. Beautiful. This is such an incredibly precious time, Donna, for us to support one another, to release that which comes up for us to purge, because with the split that we can very obviously see in the world, we can see that split. It's like people don't see the truth. And then people who see the truth can't understand people who don't. There's this massive disconnect. And there is a scurrying by lower vibrational forces who have fed off of us for a really long time. That's why the programming of religion and the systems have been designed the way that they've been designed, so that we remain imprisoned and feeding. So we are releasing right now the programming, the fear-based programming and the beliefs that keep us tied to the matrix. That is where all that resistance comes from, and that is the release that is taking place now. And that coherence that you are feeling right now, very, very powerful, very important, because it's a reconnection. Your nervous system is the veil between the worlds. And being connected to your body is the only way to be connected to the part of you that is soul, that is source, that is God. That is the activation that helps us to elevate our consciousness, to release that which has weighed us down. You've been weighed down for far too long. You've been weighed down for far, far too long. Contributing to dense narratives around fear and sadness, disappointment. And that is a sense of powerlessness that feeds, that we are fed off of, that creates food for the program. So what you have opened yourself to and what you have co-created here within this activation is very, very powerful and very important for the collective. So well done to you. Your light body is activated. Okay, those of us who have chosen to be a part of the new earth, we've had to work through a lot of dense karma. And our light bodies are being activated at this time, our crystalline bodies. So a lot of the old programming and a lot of that dense energy has to be purged. Thank you, Donna. You're welcome. Thank you so much for your willingness to be here and be a part of this. Drink lots of water, and remember, we are made up of mostly water. So what I want you to do, Donna, is when you drink your water, when you open your bottle of water, or when you pour your water into your glass, I want you to speak life into it. You get just words, right? Higher vibrational words: joy, abundance, trust, clarity, ease, respect, The first words that come up for you, you speak those words into your water. You charge your water with the frequency of those words, and then you drink it. Every time you have water, you charge your bottle of water. Okay, Donna, that's going to support your light body activation. Because we are so porous, we absorb the water in our body. The life, water is life. The life force in our body absorbs all the negativity around us. And when we think it, we charge our life force with all that negativity as well. So you're going to speak life into your water, and you're going to charge the life force, the water in your body, with that. All right. Lilith, I was wondering if we could do a collective general collaboration of the chakras for everyone who witnessed this live, if possible. Yes. Can you tell me a bit more about what you're thinking? A meditation, a healing activation, charging all the chakras. Is that what you're talking about, Lilith? Okay. Okay, let's do that together. Anyone who joins can just join in. And those, you can come back and watch this later if you want to do it again. All right, we're going to do a chakra activation, balancing and clearing for the collective. I want you to settle into the space. Find a comfortable space where you will not be disturbed. And begin to focus on your breath. I want you to all allow yourself to take a nice, slow, deep breath in through the nose. Every breath is going to be the same as the one before. And we are going to tune into this meditation with box breathing. Box breathing is as follows. We breathe in to the count of 4. We hold our breath in our bodies to the count of 4. Fully connecting to that breath, feeling what it's doing inside the body, and then releasing. And when we exhale, we allow every part of ourselves to empty to the count of 4. So now that you've found your comfortable space, feet placed firmly on the ground if your legs are not crossed. Trust your body. For some of us, we're going to feel like the energy can't flow freely when our legs are crossed. For some of us, we are going to feel most comfortable. We're going to feel most in flow when our legs are crossed. For some of us, lying down. Wherever we feel the least resistance, go with that. Trust your body. This is about tuning into the energy, the magic, the medicine of your body, and how your body connects to Earth, to Gaia, and to the universe, and to every species, medicine, color on this planet. I'm going to count you into this meditation with 5 slow breaths. Remember, you will breathe to the count of 4 with your in-breath, your held breath, and your exhale. 1 nice, slow, deep breath in through the nose, filling your lungs to capacity. Holding that breath, feeling that breath move through your body, and when you are ready, exhale. 2 1 2 3 4 holding that breath, feeling connected to your body. Every cell in your body connects, honors the breath. And out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3. Nice deep breath in through the nose, allowing that breath to move throughout your body, all the way down to your toes. Holding that breath. 1, 2, 3, 4, and release. You are falling deeper and deeper into relaxation. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Holding that breath, feeling the energy move through the outside, just the surface of your body and your skin. You can feel the temperature on your skin, around your head, the back of your neck, your shoulders, fully aware, fully present, and release. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with your fifth breath. 1, 2, 3, 4. Whilst you hold this breath, I want you to bring your eyes up to the roof of your eye sockets as if you're looking through your forehead. At this stage, your eyes have fallen shut. You are calm and relaxed, looking through your forehead as if you're looking all the way through your forehead up to the ceiling, the roof, or the sky above you. Hold your eyes there for your next few breaths. 1, 2. In your mind's eye, you begin to feel your awareness drop all the way down to the space between your hips. You can see the space in your mind's eye. Still breathing as you have before. In through the count of 4, holding to the count of 4. But now it is more effortless. You don't have to focus on the breath as much. And in your mind's eye, you can see your hips, the space between your hips, as if you are inside of it. Eyes still looking up through the roof. We set an intention to allow all of our chakras, the energy centers in our bodies and the relationships associated with them, to come into alignment, to clear out what they no longer need and what no longer serves, and to come into balance to serve your highest good. With your next few breaths, your eyes will grow heavier and heavier, and eventually they will relax in their own time. As you focus your energy into the space between your hips, you begin to see and envision a beautiful red glow. You feel the energy in your legs, your thighs, your feet. They begin to pulsate. They begin to move to the sound of your pulse. And you know that your root chakra is being energized. And the feeling of respect begins to move throughout your muscles and your bones. Tiny little roots begin to form at the soles of your feet, as if roots are sprouting out from you, burrowing their way to the earth beneath you and all the way into Gaia. You feel Mother Earth welcome your roots. And as they burrow deeper and deeper into the earth, you feel a solid sense of being held. And from the earth, the energy pushes up through your roots into your feet, and it feels like security. You welcome the frequency, the vibration, the energy of security flowing through your tissue, your membranes, the fascia of your body, your muscles, all the way up, pooling in the space between your hips. You feel and you are one with the sense, a deep, deep sense of security, unlike you have ever experienced before. You are held and surrounded by the love of Mother Earth, and you feel the energy of your guides and your keepers stepping forward, closer and closer to you. You are surrounded by the natural sounds of your house, of the space around you. You can hear the sound of my voice, and everything is a part of your experience, fully present, one with your environment. Your entire body is filled with a deep sense of knowing what it feels like to be secure in this moment, to be held. Nothing can go wrong in this moment. Nothing in your world is falling apart. Nothing is scattered. Everything is exactly as it should be and where it is meant to be. With your next few breaths, your awareness moves up into your belly, filling your lungs with life, with the breath of life, allowing the fluid, the water that is life in every cell in your body, to connect to the energy that you are welcoming in at this time. And as your awareness drops into your lower intestines, and for the females, the feminine, those of you who have wombs, into your womb space, for others, into the bladder, into the kidneys. Whatever draws your attention, there is no right or wrong way of doing this. As you breathe and your awareness drops into your belly chakra, you begin to see a bright orange glow. Suddenly the room around you feels orange. Your entire body bright, bright, like the juiciest orange you have ever tasted. And you feel the energy of new life and abundance begin to charge and pulsate in your belly space. And as you breathe, with every breath that you take in, that orange becomes brighter. And you feel rejuvenated, revitalized. And whether you are masculine or feminine, I want you to envision that space being filled with a portal. Your womb space is a portal, and your ancestors begin to dance one by one. You hear their footsteps. It is a tune, a drumming sound, or a melody that you can feel in your body. And you know that your ancestors dance with you in this fiery place, where all that you are passionate about and that inspires you first makes entry. As you breathe, the feeling of honor becomes more and more vivid. You can feel a sense of being deeply honored by every person you have ever loved and had the privilege to love, especially those who have come to challenge you and trigger you, to trigger and activate your growth, to honor yourself for what you have allowed and the many opportunities you have given yourself to learn more and more about the essence and the frequency and the relationship of honor. And as that beautiful orange light begins to pulsate with more vibrance, so bright, so delicious you can almost taste it, you take this opportunity with the next few breaths to honor everyone who has come here in agreement to relate to you in one way or another. All of the relationships, you remember that you have chosen them, that they were divinely ordained for your soul's growth and evolution. And suddenly, the energy begins to pull and push up into the space beneath your diaphragm. Still breathing, maintaining your breath, now more relaxed and effortless, allowing the natural sounds of the space around us to form part of the process. Your awareness now fully present in your solar plexus, the energy center that governs your guidance system, your relationship with yourself. Now I want you to bring your awareness to your imagination. I want you to imagine that you are biting into a sour lemon. Your mouth begins to salivate, full with mucus, full with saliva, full with fluid. You can taste the sourness. You can feel the coldness in your mouth. And as you bite into this juicy lemon, you can feel it vividly, clearly. You remember what it feels like, and it is happening for you right now in this moment. And as you bite into this lemon in your imagination, your mouth fills and you have to swallow. Your nervous system is fully tuned in. You are calm. And then I want you to imagine that you are looking down at your feet. You can see your feet. And you are taking a step forward. There is a doorway or a staircase. It's going to be different for all of you. Trust your imagination and take that next step. You are going to quantum leap into your desired future. And as you take that step forward, you welcome in everything that you have called forth, all of your desires. As you step through that doorway or you make your way to the end of that staircase, you enter a new space. That is your solar plexus. And as you enter the space or the room, don't forget to breathe. You feel surrounded, enveloped by the energy of trust. Trust your imagination. Trust that everything you see is yours. It is real. For some of you, that is going to be your new home. For some of you, that is going to be how you feel about your bank account. For others, that is going to be a relationship that has come to spend time with you, to be a part of your world. Allow yourself at this point to move, to wander with your imagination. And all you have to do is breathe into the space, the feeling of trust. Is to allow yourself to believe that you are being enveloped by what it feels like to fully trust your life experience, the experience that you are having, what trust feels like, how good it feels not to have to wonder and to question if what you want is truly yours, if what you desire is misleading you or not, to fully know and to fully trust that everything you want, you get to have, that it contributes to the goodness of this world, that it is your gift to yourself and your gift unto the world, that only through allowing yourself to have, to experience the confidence of your existence, the confidence of what you manifest, the confidence within your relationship with yourself, can you truly be the person that you came here to be. Confidently, you allow yourself to trust your imagination as it wanders through your new relationship with money. You allow yourself to imagine opening up your phone, your bank app on your phone right now. See the number there. Allow the number to form. Be patient. Feel what it feels like to have that amount of money in your account and to know that that amount never reduces. It only gets more. It only increases. Feel what it feels like as your imagination wanders through the space and sits down on the sofa beside your beloved. Feel what it feels like to have that person, to be confident about their love for you, to trust them, to trust their capacity to love you and to hold you and to contribute to the joy and the happiness of your world. Feel what it feels like to comfortably fall into their arms, into their embrace, and to call that home. Trust your imagination as it takes you to your kitchen, and it's everything you've ever wanted. And as you look down at your feet are firmly placed on the ground, the floor that is perfectly what you love and what you've always wanted. This is your home, your dream home. And there's a reflection in your fridge. Your fridge shines, is so perfectly polished, is so beautiful that you can see your reflection in it. And how do you feel about that person looking back at you? And as you are filled with confidence and trust, excitement, the energy begins to move up to the space in your anahata, your heart chakra, and you are one with your breath, and you are one with the sounds around you, and you are one with the world. You are one with the goodness of every being, of every being created, of all of creation. You are one with it. And as you move your awareness into your heart space and you breathe and you fill your lungs, you begin to feel your heartbeat. And with every heartbeat, with your pulse, and with every breath, you breathe in the goodness of your world, all of the love in the universe for you, and all of the love that you feel for creation. And with your out breath, if at this stage you still feel a pang of sadness or heaviness, as you focus into your heart space, allow your imagination to begin to fill in a picture of what it looks like to sit in your heart space. What do you see? What comes to mind? Don't force it. There is no right and there is no wrong. With every in-breath, you fill your heart with love and appreciation. And with your out-breath, you release any sorrow, any sadness, any grief. As your imagination explores your heart space and you find yourself in that room, in that space, allow yourself to take in the details, and you will find a comfortable place to sit at the center. Rest for a while, and with the next few breaths, different people will come and sit beside you to offer you an apology and to give you an opportunity to appreciate what they came to give you, the offerings that they brought, whether they be in the form of lessons. Perhaps they taught you to love yourself more. Perhaps they taught you to be more tolerant. Allow yourself to appreciate everyone that comes to sit with the next 5 slow breaths. 5. In through the nose, holding that breath, filling your lungs, your heart space. And as you exhale, releasing the burdens, everything that you were not able to forgive or let go of, fall. These people, their names might pop into your mind. You might actually see their faces. You might actually feel them coming to sit. There is no perfect way to do this. This is only your way. Be open, and with your out breath, release any heaviness, any sadness, any resentment that comes up. 3. The third person comes. This person might come to thank you. Take the opportunity to thank them and appreciate them for rubbing you up the wrong way. And with your out breath, release. Release them. 2. It becomes easier. There is more flow. Maybe this is the 3rd or the 4th time that you are doing this activation. With your out breath, release. This is not meant to be hard work. It's meant to be easy. Trust the process. 1. Now your heart is lighter. lighter than it was a few moments before. And you are grateful for this. And you thank the final person. You acknowledge them. And with your out breath, you let them go. And with your final breath, you are fully back in your body, ready to move up to the space in your throat area, the throat chakra, the space behind your neck. Allow yourself to just observe any pressure, any tension in the neck area. Perhaps you want to feel, you want to move it around, trust your body. Maybe you want to move your shoulders at this point. Allow the energy to flow. We've activated and awakened so much energy in the body at this time. Allow your body to move, shake out your hands, and then with the next few affirmations, allow yourself to fully embrace the words. You can speak them out loud with me and just follow the movement of your neck. We're going to allow our head to rest with the next few breaths. Do not forget to breathe. And then slowly, as we speak the words to power, the affirmations, we allow our neck to do rotations. And when it comes to the front, to your chest, allow your neck to just rest and linger for a bit. And then we start again. With every affirmation, we will do a rotation. You don't have to watch me. Trust your body. I am ready to accept that my truth is always finding and coming into greater alignment with the truth of my inner being, of source, of the universe. I am ready to be more deliberate about the words that I speak and the impact that they have on the water and the life force in my body. My words are powerful, and I love the many opportunities that I have to speak life and upliftment into the lives of those who I meet, to share kindness. I am ready to release everything that I believe about myself and others that no longer serve. I am open to challenging my concepts and my belief systems, even though I'm sentimental about them because they've been passed down from my parents and my loved ones. I'm ready to set my loved ones and my family free from these beliefs that have held us all in bondage. I have the power to decide what I focus on and what I believe is true. I am in more alignment with my truth than I have ever been. I am connected to my inner being. My inner being is the God force in me. And I am ready and willing to allow my truth to find new ways to come into alignment with the wisdom of Source. Everyone that comes into my life comes to offer me and serve me with love, to contribute to the evolution of my soul, even when I don't see it. You begin to feel the energy now moving up into the space between your eyes. And in your mind's eye, in that space between your eyes, a vision begins to form. Allow yourself to be open and present with whatever your inner being wants to show you at this time. Perhaps it's a memory that comes to life once again. Perhaps it's a thought that you want to revisit. Perhaps you see color. Maybe it's an image. Perhaps it's just stillness. Oh, how privileged we are to sometimes just have an empty space, stillness, to remind us that all of this reality is just empty space and we get to fill it with meaning, with perspective, with ideas, with more of what we want to see and experience. And with your next few breaths, your awareness moves up to the space between your head and you realize that your mind has been quieter than it's ever been before. That you've given your process an opportunity to reboot. And suddenly the space opens up at the top of your head and energy begins to flow and burst from it like a fountain. And your entire body is being covered by that beautiful energy. And everything that it has to offer. Your aura is being filled by that energy. And you have been renewed. Everything is new. This is a new moment. This is a new start. This is a new beginning. Go forth and be receptive of all of the goodness that this world and this universe has to offer. With the next 5 breaths, I will count you out of this meditation. You are now fully activated and you will come into your body gradually. 5, 4, 3, fully present in your body. You can wiggle your toes and your fingers. 2, feeling refreshed, a sense of clarity and connection, unlike you've felt in a long time. And 1, with your final breath, you are fully present back in your room, in your space, and different in a good way. Let me know how you guys feel, those of you who have taken part in the activation. Share anything that you would like to share with the group. And for those of you who want to save this live, I'm going to obviously upload it onto the channel so you can come back to it and revisit it as many times as you like. Because as life happens, as you move through life and you consume content and you have conversations, you're triggered by old memories. You quantumly back into old timelines. You regurgitate and you bring all of that up. It puts a lot of pressure on your vessel. When we have new energy downloads as well, the body needs some time to upload. Some things need to be activated. So make use of this when you feel drained, when you feel you're struggling, when you feel there's too much resistance, to bring your chakras into alignment. And the more you use it, the more you are going to feel that your light body is strengthening, expanding. This could even lead you to a very organic Kundalini rising. I do not recommend doing Kundalini activations to force it. because it can have a negative impact on the body. For some of us, we have our Kundalini activated through trauma and through shocking experiences to the body. And like me, I found I manifested fibromyalgia in my body. Some people will manifest depression. Some people will manifest psychosis. Some people, we don't want to force anything. You want to charge your body. You want to calibrate your body. You want to prepare your body to go through its awakenings, to go through its through all of that organically. Okay. You don't only have one awakening, guys. We have many because we are constantly reaching new levels. Okay. Thank you so much, Elif. My face and head are burning with energy. Beautiful. I'm glad you enjoy it, Lilith. Thank you. That was very powerful. Thank you, Lilith. So amazing. Thank you so much. I needed this so much. You are amazing. Thank you, Donna. Thank you so much. All right, guys. So share this with your loved ones, share it with your friends, even if it's only for them to make use of the activation. I'm always willing to do these things. I'm not so, not everybody is willing to put the time aside to actually make use of it. Okay, so if you make use of these things and you give yourself a minimum of 7 days to do this every day, I promise you what you will heal in your body, the changes you will see in your life will be remarkable. You can perform miracles. You just need to be willing to be present and available to your own healings. And this activation helps you to bring a lot more balance. So we've gone through every area of your life here with this activation. You've touched on relationships with your bloodline, karma around your bloodline, relationships with family members and your tribe. You've touched on your romantic relationships, some of the trauma that you might have experienced there. You've touched on one-on-one relationships with your parents. You've touched on your sense of purpose, your guidance system, which many people are too afraid or it's too noisy for them to listen to. You've touched on your heart chakra, releasing grief, opening up your heart chakra for more abundance in every area of your life, more connection. You've touched on your truth. You've touched on your intuition. You've touched on your connection to source. So no matter what it is you need support with, this activation is going to be helpful to you. A lot of people put music behind their activations. So if you want to have a personal channeled activation done, you can order one from me. I can put frequency music behind it. It's customized just for you then, with what's happening in your body and your purpose and everything you need, and you can listen to that. But those of you who can't afford to do that, you can use this. Share it with your loved ones, your friends who also might want to experience the benefits of it, but can't afford to get a personal customized one. This is a really nice general collective one. Thank you, Lilith, for asking for that for the collective. Thank you guys for connecting. Thank you for all of your interaction on my channel, guys. Please continue to look out for my uploads. Play them all the way through if you can. Sometimes I do that when I want to support a creator whilst I'm cooking or whilst I just play, even if I'm not deliberately listening. Our content is being sabotaged in a sense. It has been for a while here on TikTok with people who don't like what we do. There are groups of people who believe that they all the bad things that happen to them is because of people outside of them. So they think tarot readings are evil. They think this kind of healing is evil. And what they do is they click on it and then they go out and they don't interact well with the video. So I need my subscribers to please start to be deliberate about liking and commenting, even if you're leaving a kind message for someone else. Maybe you don't want to say anything to me. Just comment so that there's traction on the videos, and share them so other people can also have access to it, because otherwise YouTube thinks the content has no value and YouTube begins to hide it. And my content has been hidden for over a year now. I've continued posting content here for the collective, for those of you who want it, but it is a bit demotivating when there's 6 likes, and I've put in so much time and effort to do that. So, obviously, only if you like the content. But if you do, sometimes we forget to do those little things. So, thank you so much, guys. Thank you for being here. And thank you for sharing this with those who might benefit. And I will see you guys to do the same thing next week. All right. Bye now. Take care.